Hi, I'm Apurva from India, and I live with the cheapest person in the world, my mom. Before I continue, please like and subscribe. I don't know if mom has always been a miser or raising me alone made her one, but boy, could she pinch pennies. I never had birthday presents, Christmas presents, or any toys to play with. Well, not really. She always told me to use my imagination and make my own toys. Here's an empty carton I got from work. It will make a great dollhouse. Mom, I don't have any dolls. She picked up 2 hard-boiled eggs, drew faces on them, and handed them to me. There, these can be your dolls, and we can eat them later too. All my clothes were hand-me-downs from neighbors and cousins, but when I had to start school, Mom obviously had to buy me a uniform, and she bought it 3 sizes too large. Mom, I've tripped twice on this skirt. It's too long. Just pull it up a little higher. You'll grow into it before you know it. Well, that couldn't happen fast enough, and I got laughed at in school. A lot. But Mom really went overboard in 8th grade when I just started my period in school. We stopped to buy pads on the way home, and her eyes nearly fell out as she looked at the prices. No way I'm buying these. I'll make them for you at home, Apurva. I'm an expert. Mom, can you please, for once? Can I have the attention of the ladies here? These companies are robbing us blind. Make your own pads for yourselves and your daughters. Let's boycott these. Oh my God. I just vowed that I'd have a different life when I grew up. I wanted to be rich, a millionaire. A good job could make me rich, except that I hated studying. But watching TV, I felt that acting would be the easiest way to earn money. And also, I was pretty, though no one ever said that to me. But whenever I looked in the mirror, I saw a beautiful girl. One weekend in 9th grade, I heard about an audition for a TV series in our town, and I was so excited. When I reached the venue, there was a long line, and I noticed there was a spot boy who was letting rich-looking girls stand first in line even if they came later. But when I tried to stand in the front, he pushed me. Poor girls at the back. What? You swollen piggy. Just then, a glamorous-looking girl walked in, and the second the casting director laid eyes on her, he shouted, "Yeah, this girl looks like a star. We've got our actress. Girls, you can all go home." Wait, what? Just because she was rich, she was selected without an audition? Stupid director, stupid audition. Stupid you, out. That day I realized it was very difficult to get launched in the showbiz industry unless you're extremely rich or have connections. So I decided that I'd get into the biggest school in town where lots of celebrities' kids went to. I had to make friends with the right people, and the only way for me to get in there was through a scholarship, which meant studying hard. But my craziness to become rich got me studying day and night. Oh, Apurva, I feel so emotional when I see books in your hands. Keep working hard, and one day you'll achieve all your dreams. Thank you so much, Mom. Just try studying more in the day so you don't need to keep a light on all night. I pay the bills, you know. Oh God, Mom, you'll always stay the same. Before I could say more, Mom ran away. She was impossible. I took the entrance exam a couple of weeks later, and I got in. Luckily, the new school had a uniform, but I still used up my savings to buy a nice bag and some shoes. I had to dress to impress. On the very first day, I walked into the classroom with all the confidence of someone super rich. Just then, my shoes were splashed with water, and I looked up to see a pretty girl holding an empty bottle. OMG, my expensive shoes! I got them for $200 just a week ago from Europe. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just having fun with my friends. It was an accident. Oh, okay, yeah, no worries. I've got like 5 more pairs of these. It turned out that the girl was Sitara, the daughter of an actress and a film director, and we instantly became friends. She'd often want to talk about her parents and their lives, and all I could think about was how much I wanted to be like them. One day when I was walking down the hallway, I saw Sitara with her minions bullying some poor girl. "Where'd you get these clothes from? The garbage? And this cloth bag? Ew. Did your mom make it?" Sitara snatched the girl's bag, and just as she was about to rip it, I ran forward and took her hand. Come on, Sitara. Why are you even talking to this lame girl? We're rich. We're born to give fashion advice to poor idiots. Let her go. She just seems like a hopeless case, not worth your time. I returned the bag to the poor girl and she ran off like a scared rabbit. I hated Sitara's behavior, but I had to put up with it. As we all sat down in the cafeteria, Sitara announced she was having her birthday party that evening, and I was excited to attend. That is, until she said, "Hey, Apurva, would you like to go shopping with us after school?" No, I have to go home. Mom needs me for something." "Then what will you wear to my party?" "Oh, I'll wear anything from my closet." "Seriously? Like, you'll wear the same outfit twice?" "Oh, of course not. I was just kidding. I'll definitely go and buy some new clothes. See you all at the party." I didn't have anything nice in my closet. I ran to the mall after school and bought an expensive dress, but I didn't remove the tag. I'd return it after wearing it. When I reached Sitara's place, I was stunned at the size of her mansion. She then introduced me to a handsome boy who was her brother, Rocky. I liked him at first sight, and he seemed to like me too. But just when Sitara was about to cut the cake, her minion suddenly said loudly, "Apurva, why haven't you removed the tag on your dress?" "Oh, I didn't? I don't know how I forgot to. I'll do it at home." But just then she pulled the tag away. "See? It's so easy." Gosh, how would I return it now? I was cursing that girl inside as I smiled at her. I was worried about the dress, but Rocky distracted me soon enough by asking me to dance. He danced with me all evening, and it was amazing. The next day in school, Rocky sat next to me at lunch, and soon we became very good friends. We'd often go out together, and I loved spending time with him. Once we were at the park getting ice cream when we spotted some beggar kids playing nearby, and Rocky bought ice creams for all of them. That was really sweet.
Those kids were sweet. By the way, you got something on your nose.
What? This. And then he rubbed his ice cream on my face and ran away laughing as I chased him. I was fast falling in love with him, and I was on freaking cloud 9 when he told me he loved me too. One evening when I was walking home, someone suddenly called out to me. It was Sitara in her car with her friends. "Apurva, come on, I'll drop you at home. Walking is what poor people do." No, it's okay. Actually, I just had a very heavy lunch today, so I'm just trying to digest it. But she insisted that I get in the car. My heart was pounding as Sitara was asking me the way, and I was randomly telling her to turn left and right. Just then, I picked out a big house and shouted, Stop the car, this one's mine." Ooh, nice home, but it looks like it's locked. "Oh, actually, I'm all alone at home today, so I locked it when I went out. Gosh, where are my keys? Never mind, I'll find them." "You mean these keys?" And Sitara fished some out of her bag. "I have them, because this is one of the 6 mansions my family owns in the city. I was always suspicious of you, Apurva, and I was right. You're a liar and a fraud. How dare a poor beggar like you befriend me and date my brother? Just look at her, shameless moron." "Sitara, let's beat her." And as this girl came closer, I pushed her hard away from me. "Hey, back off. I'm not scared of anyone. I don't live on your charity, so I'm not gonna put up with any of this nonsense from you." I stormed off, but by the time I got home, I was in tears. I felt so mad, not because those girls had insulted me, but because I'd been so stupid pretending to be someone I wasn't. I thought these were the people I needed to be friends with, but I was wrong. And I was done. I thought I'd call Rocky and tell him everything, but he was out of town for a few days, and I decided to wait for him to return. The next day, as I entered the school, I saw everyone staring at me like I was some kind of criminal. Of course, Sitara had told everyone about me. Just then, a ball hit me in the head. I turned to see Sitara and her minions. How can anyone be so shameless? I didn't think you'd be able to show your face now, but gosh, you just have no self-respect. Just then, I spoke loudly in the hall so everyone could hear me. "Everybody here? Attention, please. I'm poor. What am I? Yes, poor. And I'm not ashamed of it. I'm here because I'm smart, not like these morons whose parents paid bribes for them." Hearing that, Sitara charged me and we broke into a big fight. And we both landed detention for a month. But the only thing I cared about was Rocky finding out. I was afraid he'd think I'd fooled him with my lies and he would dump me, and I really didn't want to lose him. The next day, I saw a poster for some acting auditions on the bulletin board. They were for a role in a TV series, and I immediately signed up. But just then, Sitara pushed me aside and signed up too. Oh, look who's aspiring to become an actress. Babe, these things are meant for rich people with connections. Don't even bother. If you don't want a bruised face right before the audition, better shut up and keep walking, Sitara. I'll see you on the stage. The next couple of days, all I could do was practice for the auditions. Even Mom was excited to come see me. But when I got there on the day, I was taken aback to see Rocky there, next to Sitara. I warned you about Apurva, Rocky. I know poor girls like her. When they can't get rich, they find a rich boy. Why else would she lie about it? I just couldn't make eye contact with Rocky and started walking away. But he caught up with me.
Apurva, you're not even going to talk to me now? You think I care if you're rich or poor? I love you for who you are. You'll always be the same for me, no matter what anyone else says.
I stared at him in shock, and then I hugged him tight. Rocky, are you crazy? She's no match for us. Get away from her poor butt. But Rocky totally ignored her, and Sitara angrily stormed off. Rocky wished me luck, and the audition went well. When the results were to be announced, I could hardly breathe.
So, the winner is up.
Just then, a guy ran onto the stage, whispered something into the announcer's ear, and then turned to the mic again.
So, the winner is Sitara.
The ground under my feet slipped while Sitara screamed out for joy. I couldn't believe it. I really thought I had it this time, but I just wasn't rich enough to buy myself the part. As Mom and I stepped out of the venue, Rocky joined us and offered us a ride home. After he dropped us off and drove off, Mom said,
"Wow, this boy is a catch.
Isn't his dad a famous film director?
Good job on trapping someone like him, Apurva.
With connections like these, I promise you'll become a successful actress one day, just like you always wanted." Mom, you were... But just then, the door opened and Rocky walked in.
Apurva, you forgot your bag in my car.
Oh, thanks, Rocky. Come, sit with us.
I can't right now. I'm in a rush. I'll see ya.
And he left. The next day in school, as I looked for Rocky, I walked into the cafeteria and found him sitting with Sitara's group, while she was standing on the table, busy making fun of me. Oh, you should have seen that beggar's face when she didn't win. I'm sure she went home and cried like this. And then she dropped down to the floor and started kicking and screaming while everyone laughed. Wow, Rocky. So you're just gonna sit there and watch her mock me?
Yeah, I think I will. It's what you deserve.
And he walked away as I stared in shock. But then I went after him. What have I done that you're behaving like this?
Isn't being poor a good enough reason? Sitara was right. I'm way out of your league.
He walked away and I was left in angry tears. How could I have been so wrong about him? He was just like his sister. He stopped loving me because I was poor? Well, I would forget the jerk too, ASAP. Soon after, I found out that the TV series Sitara was selected for was filming the first episode in our school. I joined the crowd and had gathered to see the shooting. On the director's cue, Sitara started saying her dialogue, but she immediately forgot them. And even after 100 takes, she couldn't deliver one line of dialogue properly. The director was so frustrated that he banged his head on the desk, and I laughed out loud.
Who laughed? Who is that? Come out.
I raised my hand.
How dare you laugh at my shooting? You think acting is easy?
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh, really?
The director snatched the script from Sitara and gave it to me, thinking I'd make a fool of myself. But when I delivered the dialogue perfectly, he looked stunned.
Oh my God, you're so talented.
I know.
The emotions, dialogue delivery, everything was just amazing.
I know that also. Thank you so much, sir.
Team, take up this girl. She's gonna be my lead actress. And throw this good-for-nothing Sitara out. These rich people think they can buy anything with money.
Gosh, was I dreaming? Was I finally becoming an actress? I immediately called my mom to give her the news, and from that day onwards, my dream life began. I graduated from school soon and worked in many TV series, and soon became a celebrity. And I had the life that I'd always wanted. Years passed, And one day when I was being interviewed on TV, the host asked me,
Miss Apurva,
"Our audience really wants to know more about your love life. Are you dating someone?" Oh no, I just try to stay away from love. I did love someone very much once, and I thought he was a good person. But I wasn't rich back then, and that's why he rejected me. So now I really can't trust anyone. I'd spoken lightly about it in the interview, but it was true. Later that night, I was in my room when I got a call from an unknown number, and I nearly dropped the phone when I heard the voice.
Apurva, please, don't hang up on me. It's me.
Why are you calling me, Rocky?
Because I saw your interview and I realized I'd been the world's biggest fool. All those years ago, I overheard your mom saying you'd planned to be with someone rich, and that just broke my heart. But when I heard you say you loved me once, I couldn't help calling you.
I was speechless. All these misunderstandings had kept us away all these years. Rocky, it's been a really long time since I've seen you. Can we meet tonight?
I'll be right there, Apurva.